everyone, this is Karen.
Welcome back, everybody. I am Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of Victoria Arlen, Victory Against All Odds. And the vocabulary words are inspiring.
Inspiring.
The book was an inspiring story about one woman's fight for equal rights.
Eventually.
Eventually.
I walked around the area and eventually found the store I was looking for.
Recovery.
Recovery.
The doctor said John's recovery might take a few weeks.
Intense.
Intense.
The meeting was long and intense, but it was also quite useful.
Devoted.
Devoted.
Anne is devoted to protecting animals that are in danger of disappearing.
Good job, Anne.
So we're talking about being devoted, and Victoria Arlen was definitely devoted to
her recovery.
That's right.
Ooh,
we talked about how the doctor said she would be in a wheelchair for the rest of her life.
But she wasn't going to let that stop her, right? So she was actually able to eventually start walking again.
Yes.
Even though she never really could feel her legs. I think that's so amazing.
Exactly.
And she won the gold medal in swimming?
And 3 silver medals.
Right.
So I think her story is really inspiring. And she was actually one of the youngest hosts on ESPN at the age of 21.
Wow. So they thought she'd be in a wheelchair forever. She didn't give up. She trained and won medals in the Paralympics.
That's right.
Became a host, the youngest host of ESPN.
That's right. And you remember her childhood dream of being on the show, Dancing with the Stars?
Right.
She did it. I saw her dance. It was amazing.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but you told me she can't even feel her legs, and it looks like she walks around and dances.
Exactly. I can't believe after all that she's gone through, and then she was able to, accomplish so much.
It's really inspirational.
And she's devoted to helping others too.
She's got the Victoria's Victory Foundation, right? So yeah, you should go and check that out and support that.
That's right. Let's learn more about Victoria Arlen. Enjoy.
Victoria Arlen, Victory Against All Odds.
Although unable to walk, Arlen was excited to return to her normal life. She went back to school and worked hard to graduate. She also got back into the pool, learning to swim without the use of her legs. 2 years later, she competed in the 2012 Paralympic Games in London, winning 3 silver medals and a gold medal.
Today's lesson is called Victoria Arlen, Victory Against All Odds, Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike, and we're learning about this amazing young woman, Victoria Arlen. She was a very active young person, but then she got sick, fell into a coma, was in a coma for 3.5 years, and after waking, she slowly started to get healthy again. But doctors did deliver the bad news that her legs will probably be paralyzed forever. She'll be stuck in a wheelchair, but she did not let this get her down. So let's get back to her story.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started on today's lesson. It says, although unable to walk, Arlen was excited to return to her normal life. Remember, she was in a coma for 3.5 years, and then she had to rehab quite a lot. She was almost back to normal, but for the use of her legs, she still couldn't use her leg. So, even though she couldn't walk, she was still excited to get back to her normal life. She went back to school and then also worked hard to graduate.
Wow, so she was physically working out to, get her body healthy again, and also working out her mind. She graduated from school, which is a whole other challenge. And what about getting back with her legs? Did she manage to do that? Well, it says she also got back into the pool. That would be the swimming pool, learning to swim without the use of her legs. She was a swimmer before her accident, before she got sick. She decided to continue swimming, but of course, without the use of your legs, you can't do any of that kicking stuff. So
you gotta use your arms.
Her arms, her shoulder muscles must be super powerful, and I think it's safe to say that she was pretty good at this whole swimming without my legs thing. We read before the break, 2 years later, she competed in the 2012 Paralympic Games in London, Winning 3 silver medals and a gold medal.
3 silver medals, that's great.
Yeah.
The gold medal, that's the cherry on top.
That's 4 medals, buddy.
That's the cherry on top that says you are the best at what you do, the best in the world. How about that? Well done, Victoria Arlen. You must have an amazing breaststroke and butterfly as well. Anyways, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。Victoria Arlen 维多利亚亚伦，她本来是个活泼孩子，她很喜欢游泳、跳舞。那在11岁的时候，她突然生病，后来还昏迷了3年半。幸好家人没有放弃她，她某一天终于可以眨眼，后来还几乎恢复到原本的样子，只是她的双腿瘫痪。Jeff 老师在开场的时候提到，亚伦昏迷了这么久，会需要做很多的复健治疗。老师用到 rehab 这个字 ，rehab，rehab 当名词，它可以指复健中心，或者是指康复治疗。好，课文提到说，虽然亚伦没有办法走路，但他还是很兴奋，可以回到正常生活。他不但有回到学校努力念到毕业，也有回到游泳池里面学习，不需要用双腿来游泳。2年后，他参加2012年的伦敦残奥会，赢得3面银牌，还有1面金牌。刚刚 Jeff 老师说，3面银牌已经很强了，再拿1面金牌是锦上添花。老师刚刚用到 the cherry on top。当我们在好吃的蛋糕上面多放一颗樱桃，是不是看起来就会更可口呢？所以 the cherry on top 这个用语，就像我们中文说的画龙点睛、锦上添花。好，接回到课文中。
Victoria Arlen, Victory Against All Odds.
After her success in the Paralympics, Arlen's inspiring story spread. She began to speak at events and on television. ESPN took notice of her and she became one of their youngest hosts ever at age 21. During all this, Arlen never gave up on walking again. Eventually, she found a paralysis recovery center willing to help her try to get back on her feet. After intense training, she learned to walk even though she still couldn't feel her legs. She even learned to dance and competed on Dancing with the Stars, a childhood dream of hers.
Okay, after her success in the 2012 Paralympics there in London, Arlen's inspiring story spread. Yes, everyone learned the news. Victoria Arlen is here, but what they were inspired about is what she had to go through to get here.
Absolutely. Inspiring stories come out of both types of Olympics, the sort of normal summer, winter Olympics, of course, but the Paralympics with these athletes with physical problems is also extremely inspiring. Every athlete has an inspiring story. What is inspiring? Well, this adjective inspiring, basically it gives you inspiration. An inspiring story would be something you hear about another person and somehow it connects with you. It relates to your life or your experience. It might be someone who was from the same place as you and they worked hard and they became a big success. Or it could be someone who's faced some big troubles like you're facing as well, and by reading about how they handled it and how about they moved on and conquered and became even better, that gives you that fire, that inspiration, that motivation that you can do it too. So that story, that lesson, whatever you might hear that gives you motivation is inspiring. For example, the book was an inspiring story about one woman's fight for equal rights.
Anyways, moving on, more on another inspiring person, Victoria Arlen. She began to speak at events and on television as well.
Speaker.
She's the motivational speaker at these events, and then she's also an announcer on television on ESPN. Yes, ESPN took notice of her, and she became one of their youngest hosts ever at age 21. I'm age 35, and I've never been on ESPN. Victoria Arlen, she's a host, and she's 21, or I should say she became a host at the tender age of 21. And get this, there's more. If you're not already super inspired, get this. During all of this, during her rise to prominence and fame, Arlen was still working hard at something. Arlen wanted to walk. Arlen never gave up on walking again.
So she was working with different doctors and therapists probably, and then we read, eventually she found a paralysis recovery center willing to help her try to get back on her feet. Basically, she found some really specialized doctors who do the type of work that she is trying to do on herself. But this took some time.
It took some time. It didn't happen immediately. No. It happened after a while, eventually. Yes, the adverb eventually means after a while, maybe after a delay or after some problems. It finally happens. Yes, eventually, after a while, after some time, so on and so forth. That's what this adverb means. For example, I walked around the area and eventually found the store I was looking for. So I didn't find it right away, but after a while, after walking around for a short period of time, I was able to locate it.
There you go. And we also have this noun recovery. When we're talking about people healing or getting better after a sickness or an injury, that is your recovery time. That is recovery. It's just when your body is healing, when you're getting better. It might take a day or two for you to have full recovery from your cold, but of course if you have a bad accident or something like that, it can take months or years to go through your recovery. This period when your body is healing, resting, and hopefully getting right back to the way it was before. For example, the doctor said John's recovery might take a few weeks. Maybe he twisted his ankle badly or something like that. A few weeks and he'll be back to normal.
Anyways, more on Victoria Arlen. Remember, she's trying to regain the ability to walk. Get this, after intense training at this recovery center, after intense, tough training, she learned to walk even though she still couldn't feel her legs. Amazing. Anyways, before we move on, let's talk about this adjective intense. If something is intense in this situation, it's tough, it's difficult. A lot of activity goes on and it might be stressful. So here, intense training is really challenging training. Very tough training, I should say, that can be very stressful. For example, the meeting was long and intense, but it was also quite useful.
Yeah, okay. So
it's better than a long and boring meeting.
That's right. You were paying attention the whole time. You were tired after it ended, but it was very helpful. You learned a lot. So she learned how to walk without feeling her legs. I just can't imagine how difficult that is. So that's amazing. And not only did she learn how to walk, she even learned to dance and competed on Dancing with the Stars, a childhood dream of hers. I think I'm safe in saying that most of the people I know can feel their legs. Most of the people I know cannot dance very well. She can dance and she can't feel her legs. That's amazing, and this is great for her because it says it was a childhood dream of hers. I guess she's been a fan of dancing or this dancing program on American TV, so this is something she really wanted to do, and hey, I'm not surprised. She did it. She can do that too.
Apparently, it can be done.
Is she Captain Marvel?
Maybe she might be Victoria. She might be Victoria Arlen, or she might be Captain Marvel. It's not clear at this point. All right, folks. With that, it is time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
亚伦在2012年的伦敦残奥会拿下3面银牌，还有1面金牌。那经过这次的成功，他这个激励人心的故事就传开来了。好，我们的单字 inspiring 就是形容鼓舞人心的，有激励作用的。它的动词是 inspire 就表示鼓舞或是激励。那它的名词是 inspiration 表示灵感或者是鼓舞人心的人啊，或是事物。刚刚 Mike 老师在解释单字时用到 motivation 这个字 motivation 它表示动机或是诱因。如果在字尾加上 al 就会变成形容词 motivational， 它可以用来形容激发积极性的、励志的，或者是指动机的。 好，课文接着提到说，亚伦他开始在活动还有电视上来发表演说。那么 ESPN 这个频道这个电视呢，就有注意到他，让他成为体育台里面最年轻的主持人之一。而在这个过程当中，他还是一直都没有放弃想要再站起来走路的机会。最后，他就找到一个瘫痪恢复中心，愿意帮助他。那经过密集的训练，虽然他的双脚还是没有知觉，但他至少学会了走路，甚至还学会跳舞哦。好，这边有3个单字 ，eventually，eventually， 它是副词，表示最后、终于。那么 recovery，recovery， 它表示复原、恢复，是当名词。至于 intense，intense， 它是形容密集的或是强烈的、激烈的。密集的训练呢，会让人压力比较大。Trav 老师刚刚就用到 stressful 这个字 ，stressful，stressful 就可以用来形容紧张的或是压力重的。好，另外我们在前一天课文有学到 paralyzed 是形容瘫痪的，那这个段落用到它的名词 paralysis，paralysis 表示瘫痪。注意它的复数形是要把字尾的 is 改成 es， 变成 paralyses。好，接着回到课文中。
Victoria Arlen, Victory Against All Odds.
Today, Arlen is devoted to helping others. She founded Victoria's Victory Foundation to help those dealing with disability and has continued to inspire people with her amazing story of perseverance. For her, it's all about giving others hope and showing them that nothing is impossible.
Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and fast forward to the present day. Now, what is Victoria Arlen doing as we speak? Well, today, Arlen is devoted to helping others.
Wow, okay, so this might sort of tie into her motivational speaking, her meeting groups of people, maybe young people, and helping them out, inspiring them. This is something that Victoria Arlen is doing today and something she loves doing today. Something she would probably never give up even if she got busy or got married or, other things change. We know that because of the adjective devoted. If you're devoted to something or someone, that means you are emotionally tied to that person. You're very loyal to them. You might be devoted to your friends, family. Parents are often devoted to their kids. Or it's just you're really into it. You're really focused on it. You could be devoted to your job if you love your job and it brings you great happiness. Or if you're a fan of a football team or a pop singer or anything like that, you could also say, I'm really devoted to this team. I've been a fan my whole life. I've even got a tattoo or something like that.
A lot of time and energy and effort. Yeah,
absolutely. And great loyalty and love as well. For example, Anne is devoted to protecting animals that are in danger of disappearing. I would imagine she donates money or even volunteers her time. This is something that's important to her, so she's devoted to it. Let's find out about Victoria Arlen and how she's helping other people. It sounds she founded Victoria's Victory Foundation to help those dealing with disability and has continued to inspire people with her amazing story of perseverance. Basically, she's helping people who are sick like her, and she's inspiring people who are facing the challenges that she faced.
She has not quit, and she's not going to quit. Yes, for her, it's all about giving others hope and showing them that nothing is impossible. So have hope. Don't give up, everyone. All right, with that, our article on Victoria Arlen is now complete, but we still have to ask and then answer the what do you think question. Mike, in what way do you find Arlen's story inspiring?
I'd say it's really inspiring to hear about her recovery. Not only did she wake up from this long coma, she got better, and even when her legs were not working, she still worked hard for probably years to be able to eventually walk and finally dance. That is really inspiring.
So inspiring. All right, folks, with that, our lesson is now in the books, and it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
课文提到说，现在亚伦致力于帮助别人，他有创立维多利亚胜利基金会来帮助面临残疾问题的人。那他也继续用他惊人毅力的故事来激励别人，给别人希望，让他们知道没有什么事情是不可能的。好，那我们最后来看单字 devoted。devoted 它是形容词，形容致力于什么，热衷于什么，后面常常会接 to 再加名词或动名词。而补充单字 perseverance，它是名词，表示不屈不挠、坚持不懈。好，以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍文法重点有2个，第一个是 be back on one's feet， 或是 get back on one's feet。第二个是 those 加上现在分词或过去分词的用法。好，我们先来学 be back on one's feet 或者是 get back on one's feet。其中这个 on one's feet 是用来形容一个人站立的状态。那么 be back on one's feet 或是 get back on one's feet 字面上的意思可以指跌倒后再度站起来。那其实也可以用来表达说从失败中重新站起来，东山再起，或者是表达说恢复健康，从病中复原。举例来说 Greg was back on his feet a few days after his operation. Greg 在手术几天之后就恢复精神了。好，最后我们来学 those 加上现在分词或过去分词。那要了解这个句型，我们就应该先从 those who 加动词开始。those who 加动词，其中这个 those 就是指 those people，那些人。那如果我只说那些人，可是你应该不知道我指的是哪些人，对不对？所以后面用 who 引导的关系子句来限定范围，说明是那些怎么样的人。所以 those who 加动词，我们一般就是翻译成凡是怎么样的人，那些怎么样的人。像 those who are very fit 就是那些非常健康的人， those who don't eat meat 那些不吃肉的人等等。好，接着呢，我们可以把 those who 加动词其中这个关系代名词 who 省略掉，再把后面的动词改成分词。如果这个动词是主动，就改现在分词；被动就改过去分词。那这时候就会简化成分词片语 those 加上现在分词或过去分词。好，我们来看个例句会更清楚。Those who arrive late will not be allowed to enter。迟到的人将不准进场。那句子里面这个 those who arrive late 就表示那些迟到的人。好，接着我们把关系代名词 who 省略掉，再把主动的动词 arrive 改成现在分词 arriving， 就会变成 those arriving late。那完整的句子就会是 those arriving late will not be allowed to enter。好，你可能会问说those who arrive 跟 those arriving 这样有真的被简化到吗？好啦，虽然没有差多少，可是至少念起来比较简洁嘛。Those who arrive 跟 those arriving 应该吧，又比较简洁吧。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
把事情搞砸的英文怎么说？嗨，欢迎来到就爱讲英文，我是 Holly。
Hey everybody, I'm Shane.
你什么？
I really blew it. I really blew it. Last night I was gonna cook a romantic dinner for my wife. I basically burned down the kitchen.
你也太蠢了吧！煮饭给太太吃，然后还要煮成这样子，也太糟糕了吧！什么小事情都可以搞砸。你刚刚说什么？你说我搞砸？你刚刚说的是哪一句
I blew it.
Oh, I blew it. 所以就是
to blow something. So I could say, don't blow this.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna cook dinner. I know you're going to blow this. So I'll cook.
所以如果人家跟你说哦 ，Don't blow this， 意思就是别搞砸，不是说不要吹这个。
可是最常听到的应该是I blew it.
Yeah， 最常听到。
You blew it.
不是我，是你。OK， 我把它弄搞砸这样子。
But I never mess anything up. except last night.
Yeah.Okay, so mess 其实就是把它弄乱，对不对
Right, so mess.
Yeah, 所以把它弄乱，其实也是就是把它弄
就是乱七八糟。
对，
I
就是乱七八糟。
I messed everything up.
Yeah. 还有另外一种讲法呢。
Goof something up.
Goof.
So a goof or goofy is
就有点傻傻，
对，kind
蠢
of
蠢的这样。
kind of goofy, so
Okay.
they won't do something very well.
OK，所以他就有点傻傻
不小心
蠢蠢的，怎么就是这么的，就是神经大条的感觉，然后把这件事情弄砸了这样。
Like you.
Talk about yourself, OK？
How about screw something up?
啊 ，OK，screw like 那个螺丝。
Yeah, so screw. 我也不知道为什么是 screw.
OK， 这个逻辑有点奇怪，反正就是你把螺丝拴紧，就是把事情搞砸。
I don't know. Just learn it, okay? And the last one is you can see this in your mind.
OK，
Don't drop the ball. I dropped the ball. You dropped the ball.
OK， 所以不要让球掉了。
Yeah, so if it's like sports, basketball, right? And you drop the ball.
哦 ，OK， 所以就是因为你在打篮球的时候，其实那颗球在你手上其实很重要。
Or like American football.
哦，
The
足球也是，对，掉了你就惨了，对不对？所以你不要让这个球掉了，不要让它搞
Don't
砸了。
drop the ball.
Yeah.
Don't mess things up. Don't
Okay.
goof up. Don't screw up.
Okay, can I trust you with live action later that you won't screw this up?
I won't blow it. I promise.
Okay, let's go to live action.
Okay. I think I messed up things with Sabrina. Do you think she's mad at me?
Yeah, you really blew it this time. She's definitely not happy.
I really didn't mean to drop the ball. I hope she forgives me.
I think she'll forgive you this time. But if you screw up again, that's it.
Number 1, blew it.
Number 2, mess something up.
Number 3, goof something up.
Number 4, screw something up.
Number 5, drop the ball.